actually. So we're going to actually learn how to create vision boards. Some of you might already know, so it's just to get really fun and interactive and set our intention for 2021. So let's get started. So basically, if you don't know me already, I'm Lisa Farrington. I have a specialist Pinterest marketing agency called Lisa Farrington & Co. And I serve clients globally. I'm actually a strategist by trade. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. And now I'm a Pinterest marketing strategist. I'm also an internationally best-selling author and was in a book called Awakening, and that got best-selling author status in a few countries worldwide. So that's super exciting. So back in 2011, this is me with one of my best friends. I was living a pretty normal life, to be honest. So 9 years ago, I was 28 years old. I had recently, well, probably a couple of years before that, I traded up to my second home, had a 3-bed semi. Near my parents' house, lived in like the same area as I grew up in. Loved my house. I had like a large conservatory, a koi pond in the garden, which is pretty cool. And I'd been completing renovations. I've been doing like kitchen, ensuite renovations, and I was starting on the lounge. In my career, I climbed up to a pretty impressive wage for a 28-year-old. I was working as a principal strategic housing investment officer for local government in the UK. And on the outside, it looked great. I had been married the year before, but I wasn't happy. It's only been 14 months into my marriage and it was like failing already. I was eating more, as you can see. I was like, not exactly skinny there. I was living an okay life, but it just was feeling like totally unfulfilled. And it was around that time that I found Pinterest. So Pinterest, I was using Pinterest for personal use, and I love collecting ideas. If you followed me for a while, you'll know I've got a love for Halloween, and I was pinning all these different things, and my bucket list board was actually more of a vision board, and this is part of it on here, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. And what I was doing was I was pinning various things that I wanted and I desired. And it started with 4 stone of weight loss. Now, admittedly, I did not sustain that, but back at the end of 2011, I had got down to 8 stone 6, and I was back to a size 10. And in the dress I wore for my 21st birthday, so I was pretty happy with that. And a divorce. Then during my divorce, I really did go crazy on Pinterest. I was just pinning away at this board and just dreaming bigger, like literally allowing myself to dream, because I had so much debt at that point. I had took on like the kitchen and the bathroom in part of like a loan, so that had, and I already had some credit card debt from like shopping. So it was pretty impossible to me I wanted to go away traveling and do things like this, and it didn't really seem like a reality to me. So this was like my daydreaming board, things that I would like just pin when I was kind of like just trying to imagine. So what actually happened is I started going traveling. And so I started with Florida, Barcelona, and then Mexico. So they were over the next few years. So at the worst point of my divorce, I had over £30,000 worth of debt. My ex literally took me to the cleaners, didn't pay any of the negative equity off the house, didn't pay for any of the divorce, and I shouldered all that. So for the next few years, I did like really work hard at trying to pay back the debt. But in 2015, despite still having over £20,000 worth of debt, I quit my job to go traveling. And as you can see, these are my photos from my travels. So I literally started ticking off things on my vision board. So I went to Chiang Mai and saw the Lantern Festival, also, I can't pronounce it, Lof Krang, I don't even know what it's called, the Water Festival. Singapore, went to Universal Studios there, got to see pandas there. I went to Disney World for Christmas, which although I'd been to Disney World before, I'd never been at Christmas time, so that was pretty epic. I flew over Heart Reef and the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. This is a photo I took there. You can see the little tiny heart there. And that was really exciting because that was also something that wasn't just on my vision board. It also made my then boyfriend a card with the heart on. So I'm just gonna, just seeing a chat. So I'm just gonna, okay. Oh, thank you. There's definitely one with an L as well I've seen, but I don't know what that is exactly, but I can't pronounce things. You'll so in line that I can't pronounce. My pronunciation is awful. So anyway, we'll go on. It got a little bit extreme as well. So has anyone seen The Beach from the film The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio? So this is my actual vision board on Pinterest, and this was the picture that I wanted to take. I did take a picture like that, but there's just some pictures. I didn't just want to go and do it with all these other tourists because I had just seen all these pictures and I was like, oh my God, there's like hundreds of thousands of people that's going to ruin it for me. So I actually wanted to have it empty, and that morning we took a really early boat and we were the first people to the beach. So that was super exciting. Now people did start turning up soon after, but we had the whole beach to ourselves except for a couple of the workers that were working there. And there was like, I think a boat out here with people on that were ready to go that day. So that was super. That I think is probably one of the most amazing things that I've manifested, because that was just an epic experience. Around this time, I decided, I knew I wanted to be able to take my job with me, but I started deciding that I actually wanted my own business. And one of the things I started doing was house sitting, and this was like, I think it was like a $9 million house that I was house sitting at. It was absolutely gorgeous. I minded this dog called Kobe, and it was just epic. And I just thought, I want to do this all over the world. But I also decided I wanted to stay in Sydney, and I only had a 12-month working holiday visa, and I'd already used up quite a few months of it. You need to kind of listen to, with like manifestation, like nudges that you're given. And one day I was given this nudge to email, and I literally did a blanket email to about 300 companies and literally found this unique opportunity to stay. And so I got to stay for an extra 4 years. I didn't actually choose to stay those whole 4 years in the end, but my visa literally was going to 2020. So I could have stayed there had I wanted. And then I decided I wanted the best pool in Sydney. Had this amazing, this apartment. I had all these pictures of these apartments I wanted, and I was very specific. I wanted an apartment in this, and it actually was really hard to get an apartment at the time in the summer. We got rejected for a few because we didn't have any rental references, because I own my own house in the UK. And so it was like a 50-meter pool. I was indoor, and then it also went outdoor. So super exciting. Then I decided I wanted a Disney wedding. And when we first priced it up before we went traveling, we thought that we could maybe afford, if we didn't go traveling, like a very small wedding. And actually they had at the time 3 different packages. And we actually went for the higher end package. So that was like, I don't even know how that happened, because living in the UK, I would never have had the money to actually to purchase that. So that was, oh, sorry, I don't know what I've done. I've gone and done it onto Pinterest, and don't tell me I've closed it all down. Okay, just give me a second. Sorry, I'm gonna have to open it back up because I've obviously done something silly. Oh, these tech issues, they always tend to try me. Okay, let's try and find this, sorry. So is anyone, let me know in the chat if anyone uses vision boards already, and we'll try and find this and jump back to where we were. And let me know that you can see my screen as well. Yay, so people have used them already, and you can see my screen. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I would never have had the money in the UK to pay for this wedding. It literally was amazing the way it manifested. We got to have a wedding over 2 Disney theme parks, both Epcot and this one was in Hollywood Studios, Epcot and Hollywood Studios. And then I just couldn't find what I wanted. And then obviously I was using Pinterest a lot. And I finally discovered that Pinterest could be my job. And basically, this is how this happened. So the way that I knew this was right and what in terms of how you can manifest clients with Pinterest is my very first viral pin got 525 visitors to my website in one day from just one pin alone. And if you think about, and it can send even more, that was just my very first one. You think about how powerful this could be for your businesses if you're an entrepreneur. Well, I knew then, not only did I love Pinterest, but I wanted to use it in my for my business as well. So Pinterest themselves call themselves the world's catalogs of ideas, and that's why I'm going to show you vision boards on Pinterest. So if you're brand new to Pinterest, it's a search engine. It's a lot of people are in the mindset that it's social media. It's not social media. It's actually the third largest search engine behind Google and YouTube. What you can do is what we're going to do in a minute. We're going to literally search things that we want for our vision boards. So people using it for business often don't know how to use it, and they give up on it because they don't understand that it's a actual search engine. So we are going to be using my personal Pinterest account, and a pinner goes to Pinterest to plan purchases, to look for inspiration, or to learn how to do something. They're literally actively performing searches. So today we're going to be looking for inspiration. And just quickly, obviously I'm Pinterest marketing strategist. I want you to learn Pinterest for business as well. So I just want to tell you really quickly, what can you do with Pinterest? So you can actually sell a physical or digital product or promote a service that you offer. You can grow your email list on autopilot. You can gain the know, like, and trust factor, and you can demonstrate your expertise. And I won't go through all of these, but these are literally the benefits of using Pinterest in your business. So it's evergreen, meaning that any pin that you put on that is forever. And like the likes of Facebook or Instagram, a post will die out in a day or two, whereas with Pinterest it can still be found in years to come. It's great for increasing global brand awareness, and pinners are actually actively looking to buy, and it can get you to first page of Google. So it's pretty amazing. So we're going to go back to the actual topic today. What is a vision board? So a lot of you will know what a vision board is already, but let's just quickly go through some of this before we get started. So a vision board isn't the only tool for manifesting, but it's one of the most powerful. And even if you don't particularly believe in the law of attraction, I put a post on my personal Facebook today that even if you don't believe in the law of attraction, it is a really great place to focus on what exactly you want. And the reason for this is your subconscious mind understands things in the most effective way through pictures and subliminal messaging over anything logical. So pictures or symbols equal your brain seeing it as important, which helps you to have the vision. So if you think of it as like a GPS destination, it's not a specific roadmap for the journey on how to get there, but there could be like a number of different routes and many different ways to get there, but actually the destination itself. And a vision board tells your life where you want to go and what you want to do to get and what you want to get. So do you want the same year after year after year after year? I don't know about you, but when I moved home, I saw that a lot of my friends were just living a normal life, and that's completely fine if you want that for yourself. But as entrepreneurs, often we don't. We want something different, and you can see from what I've tried to manifest, obviously striving for different each time that I'm looking. So I feel that a vision board helps you to make a change so that you can actually get what it is you truly desire. So how does that actually work? So like attracts like. It uses the law of attraction to bring what you want and what you believe you can have into your reality. And this is really, really important. Now, one of my vision boards, like from last year, didn't manifest. And I'm going to be honest, it was like I wanted this $10 million house in Disney Golden Oak, I didn't believe I could have it. My business was not bringing me in like over $10 million a year. Nowhere near. It hasn't hit 7 figures yet. So yeah, that was kind of like, I didn't actually believe I could have that without winning the lottery. And I didn't really believe I could win the lottery. So you do need to believe that you can have it. It's your way of telling the universe, whether you believe that's God, source, angels, higher self, insight, whatever you want to call it, what you desire. And it lets your subconscious know what you want to focus on. So your subconscious mind will then give you nudges, maybe to take a different route to work, maybe drive a different way, maybe go to a certain restaurant or place that you wouldn't usually go, maybe to speak to a certain person, it brings like a connection up for you or gives you a genius idea to act on. And the pictures are where I stayed the end of February into March this year. I was not doing too great in the UK. The winter was just like, depressing me. So I decided I wanted to go to Florida for 6 weeks. When I was there, I was actually going to extend it. But what happened was, unfortunately, COVID hit and I came home. But I had this nudge that I wanted I had this desire that I wanted a really beautiful place to live. But being on my own, I couldn't justify spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I was looking through to see what the last minute availability was. And I got this nudge to message this guy who owned this specific villa and speak to him because he had like a large slot free where I wanted. And we actually came to an agreement and I got the villa because it was just me on my own. It was a 6-bedroom villa. My husband was going to come out, but only for like part of it. So I actually got it for less than half the price that a regular family would get it for. And that was like just some crazy nudge to me. It was literally 2 a.m. in the morning, like a few days before I was supposed to fly out. And it was just crazy. I was like, I would never even like negotiate on price with someone about accommodation. It's just like this crazy idea, but it worked. So my theory is, and like what a lot of people believe is that it basically finds a way to lead you to what it is that you desire. So going back to that, the GPS, it doesn't tell you, it's not a vision board is going to tell you exactly how to get there like a strategy would, but it is like what you actually desire. So what should you put on your vision board? And we're going to start creating one in a minute. And you should put on it pictures of what you desire. If there is a specific photo, it could even be a drawing. It doesn't need to be like a photo. Words of how you want to actually feel. You can use words. You don't have to use words if you don't want to, but you could use affirmations or quotes, anything specific, or it can just be single words like happy, abundant, limitless. Anything that you specifically want to feel, because it is in manifesting, it's all about feelings. For example, if you wanted to start a family, you could find a symbolic photo that invokes the feeling that you want to have by having that family. And you need to be specific because it can give you things that not necessarily exactly what you wanted. So do try and be very specific. Deep inside you, you know what your desires are. Okay, so some tips. Think fun, not anxiety. When you're doing this, you don't want to be like, oh, but I can't have that. You want to relax. So forget the how. You don't need to know how it's going to happen at all. You can completely leave that alone. You just need to think about what it is that you want. So you can pour a glass of wine. You can shake a cocktail. If you don't drink, you get something like your favorite hot chocolate recipe, or maybe like you're over Pacific time. It's like 11:30 in the morning. It's a bit too early for wine. But personally, I'm in the UK, so I have a Cointreau and lemonade because it's New Year's Eve, and we are in the evening. So get something like that will just help you chill out and relax. So the how is not your job to figure out right now. Just the what and the why. So what is it that you specifically want to manifest using your vision board, and why? connect with yourself. So think about, why is it you want your desires? It could be that you want a lot of money so you can be comfortable enough to buy a home for your parents, or maybe like pay off their mortgage or buy them a car. It could be that you want to give more money for charity. It could be that you just literally want to be self-reliant and you don't want to depend on like a husband or, you know, a partner or anyone else, like parents or anything. You just want to be self-sufficient. It could be many other things. It could be like, you know, you want a baby. It doesn't have to be. It could be like, you know, you want an engagement ring. You want someone to propose. Could even be that you want to find a partner. It can be totally down to your business. Maybe you want to hit 6 figures in your business. Maybe you want to hit 7 figures. Maybe you want to start a new business, or you haven't even started this business yet. Make sure it is completely personal. It is about connecting your desires to your vision board. And often this is the thing, especially, I don't feel it as much now, but at the very beginning, especially if you're an entrepreneur and your friends aren't, you feel like, well, who am I to have that? Who am I to ask that? And if you're worried about other people's limits and beliefs, like, because my parents would tell me things like, you can't have this, money doesn't grow on trees, and, you know, you need to get a real job, stop messing around in this business, things like that. You can't just quit your job to go traveling. Just basically don't show anyone, because if you feel like that, if you think people are going to judge your desires, then you're completely entitled to keep your vision board private. And if you want to share it with us, great. I would absolutely love to see them. We want this process to be fun, inspiring, and exciting. So if you feel that other people's limits and beliefs and judgments are going to actually make you feel anxious about it, then don't share it with them. It's completely personal and it's completely up to you. So some quick tips. Don't worry about the when, where, or the how. So one of the things I kind of tried to limit myself with a bit was I started doing monthly boards, actually. I want this in December. And I wanted it right there and then. And sometimes it doesn't always come to us straight away. So you may have to wait a little bit of time. So your job is to trust that it's already happened, even when it looks like it won't happen. Like literally, before my visa for Australia, my second visa, my 4-year visa got approved, it was literally like the day before or something. It did not look like it was going to happen. I had literally stopped working because it had become illegal for me to work any longer than the 6 months of my job. And I was literally like, I might have to book a flight home. And then suddenly I was back in work with this 4-year visa. Not only that, my husband at the time, was boyfriend then, he wasn't even allowed to work. He'd already had like a work and holiday visa, and then suddenly he was able to work. So literally anything can change in like a day, a second, blink of an eye. So, sorry, I've got a typo in there. When you're losing the faith, remember sometimes that things happen for our highest good. Like, I struggled with anxiety, depression. I've literally nearly been bankrupt. And although, you know, having depression and anxiety is not great, I truly believe that if I hadn't have experienced those things, I probably wouldn't have my business today. I might have tried and failed like in the first year or two, because I didn't find it particularly easy to start my business. Marketing myself does not come naturally to me. So I really do believe that those bad things that happened to me were for my highest good in terms of going forward in the future. So sometimes we don't always get exactly what we want. Like if there's a specific house that you want, for example, we don't always necessarily get that. So what you need to say is, it's this or something better, and there may be an even better house for you, or a car, or whatever it is. I'll try and drink my drink because I'm getting a dry mouth now. So how are you going to use your vision board once you've actually got it ready? You're going to put it somewhere to focus on it. So we're actually going to make a digital one here, but you can make different types. You can put it as your screensaver on your phone, maybe as your desktop on your laptop or computer. That's what I used to do with mine. You can print it out and view it regularly, like look at it maybe every day somewhere. It could be like above your office, your laptop where you work. It could be somewhere when you get out of bed, you'll see it every morning. And you can use Canva for printing it as well as creating it. You can use it during meditation sessions if you do them to feel the feelings, or maybe even visualization. So visualization is something that I love to do. I have a recording of a visualization and I literally go through and feel the feelings, and there's a lot of Florida in there, I'll be honest. So you literally visualize and it's already come true. And that was really interesting last year, like this time last year, because I was literally listening to this Florida visualization and then suddenly I was there. You can also journal about it as your future self. You don't have to do all of these things, just do what feels good to you. That's really important. It needs to feel good to you. So how can you actually make your vision board? So we're going to make a digital one today and we're going to use Pinterest and Canva, but you can actually, if you want to, you can cut out photos from magazines and newspaper. You can even cut out pictures of yourself if you wanted to. We're going to do it with the digital version, and they're so easy as well to do. So we're just about to get started, but I have you on here, I just want to tell you, firstly, I'm not here to sell you a manifestation course. I do not teach manifestation. It is, although I like the idea of it, I'm not perfect at it. Like when I get sucked into anxiety and depression, it's very easy to focus on like the wrong things in life. So if you would like to purchase a course that I have actually done, I don't have my own, but I have studied like a few of them, and this one is the one that I would recommend. I don't think it's open for enrollment yet, but you can just type in that and it'll take you to it. And that is really like, it's like 7 modules long, and you get like group support in terms of Facebook groups. So if you're going to want to do something on law of attraction and manifestation, not just vision boards, but the whole arena around it, that is definitely one that I would recommend. But I can show you how to use Pinterest to make money in your business and how to manifest clients and sales. So I'm just going to give a quick little 1 minute on this. So on the 25th of January, I'm actually starting my signature group program, which is called Crystal Clear Conversions with Pinterest. It's a group coaching program. There's a lot of Pinterest courses out there. A lot of them are out of date, and I wanted something that was, it never really landed me to have a Pinterest course. I wanted something where people could get the support, so they actually finish them. And basically in it, it goes through my 5 C's method. So if you think of like, it's basically named after the 5 C's in a diamond, like, you know, how diamond has like carrot and things like that. So clarify, cultivate. So it's around clarifying your offer, cultivating your content marketing, cultivating your profile, because most people don't optimize their Pinterest profile. Then it's about having high quality content, then conversions, and then comprehensive scrutiny, which is all about analytics and like data. It's 12 weeks in a dedicated private Facebook group, and there's live coaching calls each week. And we also have a number of guest experts. Some of them are on the website. I'm going to announce some other people. It's going to be slightly different to my last round because I'm offering even more value in this one. And it's basically going to teach you, the guest experts are going to go into the things that I don't specifically teach, like how to convert in terms of sales calls, copy, branding, mindset. And you're also going to get 10 bonus templates for Canva. So if you want to learn more about that, the link is there. I will drop them into the Facebook group later on. And as a thank you for being here live with me tonight, I am doing a very special offer. I'm going to offer 5 spots on the program for just $888, which is actually 111 off, and there's all the angel numbers there. So if you want to get in on that, it's going to expire on midnight on the 2nd of January. That's UK time, GMT. Or once all the 5 spots have gone. And if you want that, you need to use the specific code 2021 Vision in that. So just over. And I saw a chat, so I'll just go on there, and then we'll go on to 2 things. Okay, so Joanne says she had a paper-based one and not as specific as mine. So we're going to do, we're going to go on digital now, so it's going to be cool. Yeah, I love paper-based ones. The digital ones are just so easy and you can update them. And Sabrina said she did Crystal Clear conversions program the last time, and she said, wow, huge value. So thank you, Sabrina. Yeah, I just want to make this better and better and better each time. So any previous clients, if anyone knows any previous clients aren't on the call, you can also jump in at a fraction of the price to get the support you need. So if anyone wants it, if you I am going to be doing a proper full launch later on in January, but it will be at a higher price. This is just literally a soft launch price, a special. So if anyone's got any questions about it, do feel free to message me. Okay, let's go on to create your vision board. And this is going to be really annoying now because I've lost everything that I needed. So let's go get them back. Because okay, so what you're going to do first of all is open Pinterest. And now I said there'd be some specific tips in this. So I'm just going to get my Pinterest account up and then I will bring you all back. Really hot. It's been so cold. It's been like we've had like snow and frost. Now I'm getting warm. So I'm getting a bit pink. Let's stitch the blanket. Okay. So I think we're on the right one. If I go with that one. Okay, can everyone see my screen? I've got my Pinterest account on. Now I'm going to recommend, if you use Pinterest for your business, you need a business account. And the reason for that is because it's Pinterest terms of service and you'll get various things like analytics. Now, I recommend that you use your personal Pinterest account. And the reason for that is I tried using my business Pinterest account and it just gets so complicated and messy, and you've got all these secret boards and things like that. What I would also recommend is that you have a secret board for your vision boards. I'm going to show you one that I've got now. So this is my personal Pinterest account. It's not optimized at all. Do not take it as a guide for what you should do on Pinterest business, because this is not my business account at all. This is my personal board. So I have created a secret board here, and you can just see that I've got like a lock on it. I'll show you quickly if you're brand new to Pinterest. Let's go and just show you how I do that. So there is a little, they keep changing it, it's really annoying. The best place at the moment to do it here on the desktop is this little plus, and you can literally go create board, and then you can just type in like vision board 2021, and then you can just toggle this if you want to keep it secret. If you're not bothered about it being secret, you don't have to. I like mine secret. We talked about like, you know, limiting beliefs and things like that before. When I have loads of money blocks and things like that from my parents. Literally grew up in the house that is money does not grow on trees and things like that. So I like to keep mine secret, and then just click create, and there you will have a board. Now what I have done is I've just started saving some in here because I figured it's going to take me a while otherwise. So I'll just go through some of the things that I've got on my board. So some of the things I haven't done yet that I've wanted to do for a while, like visit the Maldives and go to see the baby pandas in China. So they are on there. I'd like to definitely do more things this year. So I've got to see Cirque du Soleil. I really want to go to Japan. That's not like a definite for this year, but if I can do it, amazing. I'd really like to go to Club 33 in Disneyland or Disney World. I don't know what that is. It's like a secret club, and it's more just because I've done so many things in Disney that's just something I haven't done, so that is kind of like a cool one. Really want to see some more fireworks this year because I've missed the Disney fireworks, and they're not doing them at the moment. I think they started testing them. They're not doing them officially every night, so I really want those fireworks back. I think I would like to live for a couple of months in Bali as well. So that's like my representation of that one. So for me, with the how, what I need to think of is I have a rabbit that has kidney disease. So unfortunately, he can't really travel with me. I can't really take him away from his vet. So I need to like not focus on the how about this. I'm just going to go to the chat. Got something. Trina says, if you come to California, make sure you contact me. I will. Do you know what? I think I've been to Disneyland like once when I was think it was 18, and like I can't even remember it. And I definitely want to go during Halloween as well, because it looks super cool. Disneyland's like sort of like New Orleans style, isn't it? So yes, I definitely want to get that at some point. Yeah, it's so bizarre because I was there when Disney World shut, and then like it's opened up, and I can't believe Disneyland happened. So I really hope it opens up for you. Yeah, I definitely want to go. Okay, so once you've got a few things, I'm just going to search some more things. So, what can I search for? What do I want? So you can literally just search in exactly what you want, and I really should have done some ideas more around this. So I want to spend winter somewhere warm because I'm fed up with the cold UK. I never used to mind it, but since coming back from living in Australia, I really, really don't like it. So what I can do is I can just literally search on Pinterest, and this is probably like a harder one in terms of looking at this, but maybe if I wanted to like go to a winter destination in Europe, I might pin that one. So when I say pin, I mean literally like save it to my board. So maybe I need to get more specific. So maybe I need to say spend winter in Mexico, because I was thinking about Mexico. And I can literally maybe go and pin this one. There's my original one, my bucket list. So I click that. I'm going to my vision board. So I've just saved that. I also would like to go to Meridia because I've connected with someone who lives there, and they sounds amazing in terms of the food, like the tacos and things like that. So it's not working for some reason, so I just click into it. So I can literally just go and click into it and save this one to my vision board 2021. So once you can just literally keep filling it up. I still add things to that old bucket list one. So when I want to know and I want to move them all around and just like do things, because I guess my limiting belief is I can't do it all like this year. Actually, I probably could. It puts me believing I can. So I might want to focus on specific things, like maybe Japan would be like the future year, for example. So if I just go on to the other one, so I show you more like what a full one looks like on Pinterest, but you can literally just go, and you can, if you don't want to mess around on Canva, you can definitely just keep it on there. I'm just trying to find this. They're not in any order or anything, so it's a bit not trying to find them all. If you see bucket list, shout me, I'm gone past it. There it is. So yeah, you can literally just save. So we see like Bali is there. That's actually my pin. Yeah, you can literally, these are ones I have just saved over the years, and there's that one from before. You can see I've changed the pin description on it to done. Swim with dolphins, I've done that a few times now. It is going to load a little bit more, but it's just, I don't know why when I'm on Zoom, it's like super, super slow. So if you're doing it live now, just keep pinning things, think of things that you want specifically, and then keep thinking about what it is you want. I don't know why this is being silly. There's like tons of pins on this. Oh, there they are, they're loading. So there's like the Japan one. So I've wanted to go to Japan for a little while. So various things. Like I've never traveled first class. I've always been of the mindset, if I can afford to travel first class, I want to go to more places. But one day I want to be rich enough to not have to have that mindset issue that, yeah, there's always more money coming in. So yeah, some of these I've done. I'm really surprised I've done like so many of them. I don't think I would have done so many of them if I hadn't have literally had the vision board. So there we go. That was the heart reef one. So some of them still, yeah. Done the Christmas. Christmas at Disney World one. Yeah, you can literally, if you type in like bucket list on Pinterest, so you can get these ones where it's got the text overlay onto it. Done that one, moved to a different country. It's pretty amazing. If you literally go back every year and look at all the things, you'll be amazed at exactly what you've done. And like Barcelona, I had on that one, if you've seen in the slides, like a picture of me in Barcelona. Even something simple as eating oysters. I've never ate oysters, and I was like, yes, I have to like do this. And like hand feeding giraffes and things like that, you can go and do in like a lot of zoos, but not necessarily. It just is like a reminder to do them. Like, so I still want to see like orcas in the wild, seeing like pandas in the zoo. I really want to see like baby pandas and things like that. So yeah, okay. So does anyone want to share with us like what they are actually putting on their vision boards? I'll just open the chat up for a second. Anyone want to share with us? I'm just going to go and hop over to Facebook to see if anyone is over there listening in that we need to answer any comments or questions. If you've got any questions about vision boards or Pinterest, just drop them in. Do you know what? I don't know if it's actually, I don't know if it's actually streaming on properly. Very strange. But anyway. Oh, sorry. Oh, hi, Shameen. We're on Zoom, so I don't know if you came over to Zoom. She says it's 2:30 East Coast drinking time. So if you yeah, feel free to hop over to Zoom. The link should be in there, but if not, yeah, we will pop into Facebook in a minute. So Sabrina says salsa dancing and going to Cuba are going on my board. Yay, exciting. Okay, so let's do the next stage, actually making the board. So for this, you're going to use Canva. Now, if you don't have a Canva account already, I did drop a link in the event invite, and that will give you a free month of Canva Pro. Usually, I don't know if it's $10 or $13 a month. I use it for my business. It's absolutely amazing because I can do so much on it. And one of the benefits of Canva Pro is you get access to a lot of photos, free stock photos, and you also get access to, you can upload your own fonts and logos and things like that. So if you want to use any specific fonts on Canva for your vision board, then I would suggest you use Canva Pro. And then you can. Okay, so I'm running away with time as usual. So I did have these all up. So Wendy says to go to Fiji and I want a white office. Yay, I like the sound of Fiji. I definitely need to put that on a future one for sure. My office, I actually want, I don't know if anyone's seen it on my Facebook profile. It's like purple. So that's the purple Instagram wall from Disney World's Magic Kingdom's Tomorrowland. I actually want to do that across my office. So that would be super cool if we do it. So right, let's hop over to Canva and let's wrap this up because it is New Year's Eve. So what you can do, if you want, you can literally just make just something and block it all out. And I'm just going to show you this. Now, I really wanted to get this done for you in time. I didn't. What I will try and do though is I'll try and get it done over, I don't even know what day it is. Is it Friday? No. Try and get this done over the weekend and send it you all so you can actually make one. But what I actually did, I haven't actually put in, what if you use these, you can actually literally drag and drop. So my dad, for example, couldn't come to my wedding. He had to have a heart operation, literally like the month of the wedding. And so thankfully he was okay, but he wasn't allowed to fly. So I always said I wanted like a 5-year renewal. So I might go and literally put a photo that I've got in and I might drop it into there. And you can literally drag and drop and move things around. So there's a picture of me on my wedding day. So I can just drag and drop that in. So if you want to use something like this, it's really easy. Let's say, I'm trying to think of something that I wanted. So what you can do is you can upload photos, and these are just ones I uploaded to do the slides. You can have folders. Now, if you use the free version, I think you only get, is it free? I think it might be free. But if you pay for Canva Pro, you get like, I don't even know how many it is. I've never used them all, but I literally keep all my different photos and like client photos in folders. So it's pretty cool for that. But you can also go on, click on photos and actually search it. So let's say I want to search Bali because that came up. So maybe I'll go with this one, which now you kind of have to make sure it's like a good representation for you. So, and this isn't going to work very well. What I'm going to do is I can just, I haven't actually set this up all properly yet. I can literally just move it around and add it there, and I can double click into it, and I can actually, if I don't want all of that because it doesn't fit, for example, I can stop it to go there. Sorry, that zooms in on it, and then I can just pull it down a bit there. And now what I can do is I can right click on this and I can send it to the back, for example. Oh, I'm just going to delete that. Delete that one now. And then that actually will go underneath that one. So what I'll try and do is I'll try and set this up for you so it's got all drag and drop ones in. So I can literally, if I wanted, just drag and drop that one into any of them. I might want to move that one over a little bit. And you can literally do this. So I've changed this on here. If I want, I can change the font to, say I've got my business fonts on here. So once they load up, I can literally change it to my business font. I can make it bigger. I can do whatever I want. That's not my color scheme. So I will go and pick my own colors, for example. I might make it 140. Oh, that's big. Let's try 90, for example. And I can literally just like change it around, do whatever on earth it is I want with it. And here I have got, let's change that to like a white. And what I did here, you can't really see it properly, but it says, what is desired by me is made for me. So that's, I think that's a manifestation based quote, I think. But for me, it's just about like, well, if I desire it, I'm supposed to have it. So I just put that in there. So you can literally just make it. Now, if you don't want to use something, you want to completely create yourself, you can literally go and you can go File and Create New Design. And you can choose like any of these different things. So let's try the photo collage and we'll see what we can get. Let's say I wanted to maybe manifest love, for example, next year. Now, I'm obviously married, so don't my husband like me to hear me say that. But what I could do is I could literally maybe choose like a heart-shaped one, and just like change that around. Or it's got, Canva is really, if you don't use it, it's really amazing. I can literally go and do anything, or I can just literally drag and drop photos and add them on. So I'll just like show you. If I wanted, let's say I wanted another bunny, I could literally go, I have this one, and literally just put it there on like my vision board, or do whatever I want. So these ones, you can literally just delete all these if they don't represent what you want. And maybe I wanted to get married and I want like a proposal in Paris. So let's have a look. Maybe that one represented it for me. So I'm just literally going to drag and drop it in there. And maybe, let's see, Paris proposal. Yeah, so maybe we want to do that one in there. And you can just literally fill it with everything you want. So for me, I might want to add some text and say something around love. Forever love, maybe. And I might want to make that bigger. My font probably isn't the greatest for these, but I could just choose. So I've got all these uploaded fonts, and then Canva obviously have free ones. So just move that around, change that. Maybe I want it in red because I feel like red is. And I can do whatever I want. But so your vision board can be anything you want. You can literally, my very first digital one was literally just like a page, and it just had squares, just literally squares with each different pictures. So you can really do whatever you want. Now, in terms of Pinterest, what I will say is, firstly, now, if you want to use this in your personal use, then that is entirely up to you. Just be aware that you cannot literally copy someone's Pinterest photo and use it like commercially in your business. That will get you possibly in a lot of hot water and like owing a lot of money to the photographer. But let's say I want to use my own photo because I know I'm on here. Wedding, just so I'm not doing anything too naughty on here. Okay, so I know that this is like a pin from my wedding. That's my wedding photographer's one, as is that, as you can see, it's Lisa and John's Halloween wedding. But they've got like loads of others. So what you could do if you wanted to is download the photo and actually do it, but you need to be aware of like the legality of that. So, you know, if you're only using it for your personal use and it's not going anywhere, that's one thing. But if you are if you know you couldn't use it like in your business or whatever. So let's say I'm just going to go save image as on this one, and then I'm going to hop back over to my vision board. Oh well, I'll stick it in this one because this is okay. And then you can literally go to uploads and then upload media from device, and that where will that be? Would be here. Yeah, so there we go. So I can literally click that in, drag it and drop it. If it will work, only working. And I've got some like text over here saying manifesting my reality. You don't have to have anything like that, but I wanted that. So I might change that to purple maybe. Actually might just, let's put it over here because you can't really see that. And then I might change that. So really cool feature of Canva is recently it has got this cohesive text. I'm surprised they haven't done this. It's like a brand new feature, but I would have thought they would have had it years ago because it's strange, but now you can do cohesive text on it. So what I'll try and do is I'll try and get you this one. I'll try and get it like all mocked up properly so you can actually send it, so you can do it yourself and just drag and drop them in. But you can definitely go over and just do whatever you fancy. Maybe like, let's say if I wanted a baby or a family, maybe I wanted a baby girl. Oh, that would help if I was in the photos, wouldn't it? Also, if you want, when you go in, you don't have to just upload your own photos. You can choose like photos from your Facebook group, or Facebook book, or Instagram account. And in terms of Pinterest as well, you can go and create a pin for your own Pinterest account by just uploading. Let's say I wanted to upload into, let's do this right now actually. Let's say I wanted to upload that one of me. So I can just literally, I hate this, keep moving it. You used to be able to just add a pin, create a pin. I never create pins on this account. I always do on my business account. So on your business account, you've got one up here saying you can create a pin. This is embarrassing, isn't it? Pinterest strategists don't even know how to create a pin on their own finger. I can do it on my very strange. I can do it on my phone. Let's go back over to here. Here we go. So you go on that plus one and then you go create a pin, and I can literally just upload. So what have we got here? Just trying to see the photo. I don't even know what I've got on here. I think this is a picture of me in Mexico. Let's see. I wanted to go to Mexico, so there we go. I can literally do this. I can literally say, spend the winter in Mexico. Literally save that to my vision board. Pinterest keep playing around with it. I hate it when they play with it. I think they made it hard. I'm hoping they'll fix it up again. It's been like this for a while. So now on that, I've actually got myself in Mexico on there. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to bring you all back and let's do some prizes. And okay, tell me all in the chat, whereabouts are you all from? What country are you in? And then let's do some prizes. And then if anyone has already created their vision board, feel free to share. So I think I am back and I'm just going to try and get you all back up. So let me know as well if you've got any questions in the comments and if you found that helpful. So I've got California, Nashville, South Africa, New York, up to the mountains of the Hudson Valley, Torrance, wow, Northwest England, UK. So you are near me, Natalie. I'm actually in Wirral. Memphis, California. We've got a load of people from California on. How amazing. San Fran, amazing. Okay, so let's do some prizes. So what prizes have I got? Got 3 prizes to give away. Let me just get the details so I don't forget them. I don't know if I write these down. Okay. I've forgotten there was one more prize and I've forgotten what it was. Oh gosh. Right. Okay. Okay, let's get started on prizes. Natalie, you have won a copy of the Awakening book in which I talk about strategic Pinterest marketing. So I will send you the link to download that. The next prize is for a Pinterest SEO masterclass. And Joanne, you have won that. I better write these down, hadn't I? Because I'm all going to look it up. I'll forget who to give it to. Okay, so Natalie, that is yours. So Joanne, you have won. We have only got one Joanne, haven't we? Before I can't see everyone on. Okay, just so I don't do this. Okay. And then Dorothy, you have won a set of the Canva Pinterest templates for business. So I will organize getting those over to you. You guys, if you are a different name on Facebook, please do tell me, because I once had someone win something and they had a totally different name and it was an absolute nightmare trying to find them. So please do message me or type it in the chat here if you have a different name on Facebook, because I will message you on Facebook those, like the links to the, or I might send you a video or the links to those prizes. So do let me know if you've got a different name on Facebook. So congratulations everyone, and definitely if you fancy sharing your vision board once they're ready, do definitely share them in the group. I would love to see them. And like, happy new year to everyone. I know some people who don't know, I thought we were having someone join us from Australia, and obviously it's quite early in the morning, they're obviously in 2021 already. So I hope it all is like a completely better year for everyone. If anyone does want to take up that code for the crystal clear conversions, there are 5 spots available if you've got any questions about it. The sales page does tell you a little bit of information, but if you want to chat with me, just message me and I will talk to you about that. So has anyone got any questions on anything Pinterest or anything vision board related or Canva related before I hop off? And I don't know what I'm going. I'm in lockdown, so I can't even get the party started properly. For New Year's Eve, can't actually go anywhere. Nowhere's open. But yeah, if you've got any questions, otherwise I will be hopping off and listening to music. So the Canva trial is, I will tell you what, I'll put it into the Facebook group. So this will still be in Facebook, and I will go and type it in there. It is actually in the event. I put it on the event. I think I shared it in an email, but if you've just joined recently, you won't have the email because that came out yesterday or the day before. So I will put that. So Sabrina says she's gonna share her board in the group soon. Yay! So yeah, I will. I'll put a link of different links, and then I'll try and get that vision board fixed up for you over the weekend, so you can use that one if you want. But otherwise, if you want to create your own, you can definitely just create your own on Canva. So yeah, any more questions before you go? I'll just go through and check I didn't miss anything here. I know sometimes there's a delay on Zoom, so I'll better hop over to Facebook as well, isn't it? My face is going so warm, I should turn the heating off before I came on. Yeah, I can't see anymore. Let's just quickly, I'll quickly hop over to Facebook and then we will go. There's 3 people watching on Facebook, so I think if you do have any questions on Facebook, do drop them in the comments. I know there's like a 10-minute delay or something silly on Facebook, so if I don't get to you, I will come over. I can't see any questions on that, so I'm going to hop off. But have a lovely New Year's Eve, everyone, and thank you so much for coming. Okay, see ya. Bye.